The time now, it's 11 o'clock on this Monday night, February 10th, 2014 on a Monday. It's 7:30 out of Weather Magician PJ Wiggins. The Late Night Report, Monday night, February 10th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our current conditions at 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts got a temperature 8 degrees with fair skies with a humidity 8%. Wind speed is calm, barometer 3.20 inches, 2.3 degrees, and a visibility 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows a couple of little snow showers in eastern portions of New Brunswick, stretching out central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia. Snow showers in eastern portions of Prince Edward Island. Snow showers in northwestern portions of Vermont and upstate New York. Snow showers in northeastern portions of Ontario, down to central and western portions of New York State, down to northern and western portions of Ontario. Snow showers in southwestern portions of Michigan. Snow showers often coastal North Carolina. Rain showers down to eastern North Carolina and down to northeastern portions of South Carolina. And this is a line of rain showers here from western South Carolina down for much of Georgia, down for southern, central and southern portions of Alabama, down for Mississippi, down for central portions of Louisiana, down for eastern portions of Texas. Sleet showers in north central Mississippi, north central Alabama, and snow showers in northern Alabama, down for northern portions of Mississippi, down for southern Tennessee, down for east central portions of Arkansas. Here. Snow showers in northern portions of Oklahoma and Memphis, Kansas and stretching down for Nebraska. Rain and sleet showers in southern portions of New Mexico. Sleet showers in east central portions of New Mexico. Snow showers in northeastern portions of New Mexico to northwest of Texas and stretching the 925 corridor from Pueblo down to Colorado Springs, down to Denver, down to Fort Condon in Colorado. Rain showers in the New State 5 quarter in western Oregon and Washington, and stretching out of southwestern British Columbia. A few sleet and snow showers on the Olympic Mountains, Washington State. Snow showers in the southern British Columbia Mountains, and snow showers from the Oregon Mountains down to Mount St. Helens and Mount Union, stretching down to the western Washington Mountains. Sleet and snow showers in the northeastern portions of Oregon and for south central portions of Washington State. Snow showers in northeastern portions of Idaho, down for west central portions of Montana. A few sleet pelts mixing in. Snow showers in eastern portions of British Columbia, and snow showers in around central portions of Alberta, around Edmonton area. Here, Mason City, Washington. Good evening, 25 degrees with overcast skies. Here. Let's take a look at our satellite loop, and it shows patch of clouds from South Dakota stretching out into the Plains states, stretching out in the southeastern states, and stretching out to the Carolinas. Here, patch of clouds coming along the coast, and patch of clouds from north central Quebec, stretching out in the Atlantic, and a batch of clouds from northern Maine, stretching out in southern Quebec, down to northern New Hampshire, and down to Vermont. Stretching in upstate and western New York, down to Pennsylvania, down for northern Ohio, down to Ontario, down to Michigan, and down for UP, Michigan, and batch of clouds from western Ohio, down to Indiana, down to Illinois, down for Missouri, and down to Kansas. Another batch of clouds from northern California, and down for Nevada, down for western Idaho, and down for western Montana. And stretching Oregon and Washington, and stretching down to British Columbia, down to Alberta, down for western portions of Canada, and west portions of Saskatchewan, eastern portions of Saskatchewan, down from Manitoba, down up in Ontario. Here. Map situation shows high pressure centered in Ohio, western Wisconsin, western Kansas, and eastern Idaho. Low pressure in central Mexico and stretching off Louisiana coastline and off the Carolinas, and down the southeastern portions of Alberta. Sanctuary front from British Columbia, Alberta, stretching out to Montana, and down to Wyoming, then to Colorado, down to New Mexico, stretching out to Texas, and stretching on Louisiana, down to Mississippi, down to Georgia, stretching out to sea here. And then sanctuary front from the southern Oregon, stretching out to the Pacific coast. And front of Monterey from Sacramento, stretching out to central California, and then for southwestern Arizona. And another front from Mexico, from Albuquerque, stretching out to northern Mexico. Here, 21 degrees out temperature right now here in Boston. It's 27 out in Washington, 40 out in Atlanta, 75 out in Miami, 62 out in Brownsville, 30 in Dallas, 5 above in Kansas City, 2 above in Chicago, 1 below in Minneapolis, 53 out in Albuquerque, 27 out in Denver, 39 out in Salt Lake City, 34 out in Great Falls 48 out in Seattle. 52 in San Francisco, 62 in Los Angeles. And regional forecast temperatures 21 out in Boston, 1 in Guyana suburbs. Single digits, 7 in Norwood, 9 out in Bedford, 8 in Nashua, 6 in Fitchburg, 16 out in Lynn, 22 in Gloucester, 18 out in Marshfield, 10 in Taunton, 17 out in New Bedford, 18 out in Falmouth, 25 in Chatham and Robinson, 23 out in Mars Vineyard, 25 in Nantucket, 16 out in Smithfield, 12 in Worcester, 10 in Webster, 25 out in New London, 19 out in Westerly, 23 out in Buckhorn, 17 out in New Haven, 20 out in Bridgeport, 9 in Danbury, 14 out in Waterbury, 13 out in Meriden, 14 out in Hartford, 15 in Bradley, 14 in Springfield, 11 in Amherst, 12 out in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 14 out in Pittsfield, North Adams and Bennington, Vermont, 11 in Albany, 7 above in Keene, 3 above in Concord, 11 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 8 in Nashua, New Hampshire, 21 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 24 in New York City, and 21 in Islip on Long Island. Alright, let's take a look at our HPC forecast discussion here.
That's a great point, King. Well, King Orton had problems with Christian Friday night on SmackDown. Last week on Raw, he lost to Daniel Bryan. And tonight he's in a battle against Cena. It's a huge mountain to climb for Randy Orton.
A major winter storm will affect the lower Mississippi Valley and southeastern United States throughout midweek. And more heavy rain and snow expected across the Pacific Northwest. The second week of February will be quite active with another round of wintry precipitation forecast across the southern tier of the country this week. Friends will Mandarin singing southward into the northern Gulf of Mexico below, normally for it to persist along the Gulf Coast. This will draw cool Canadian air from the dome of high pressure to the northward, should bring readings near the freezing mark with a sub-freezing air in place. A series of mid-level impulses will cross overhead, resulting in precipitation which should be spreading from west to east across the deep south. Which will complicate matters as a tongue of warm air just above the surface layer should lead to a mixture of freezing rain and sleet. This region of mixed winter precipitation will focus along the main snow line with a very excessive ice accumulation being forecast by the WPC Winter Desk. For Wednesday evening, the current forecast picks up anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of snow from northern Mississippi eastward to metro North Carolina. Localized heavy access is possible along the absolute regions of the 7 elevations additionally. Bounding this area of snow to the south will be sufficiently higher. Ice accumulations extend from northern Louisiana for central portions of the southern states into the southeastern United States coast. The current maxima is expected from eastern Georgia to central South Carolina with a half to 3/4 inch of ice possible. Of course, any measured ice will be big travel hazardous. The other major winter weather maker will be during this period will be on southern conditions across the Pacific Northwest that will carry in the upper mountain west with the flow. A lot will be zonal, which will be carry a series of disturbances toward the western United States onshore flow, directed particular to the local terrain will be aided in modern heavy orographic precipitation, much of the form of snow during the next couple of days. Expect 1 and 2 feet of snow accumulation along the Washington Cascades, Bitterroots, and Sawtooth and Tetons. Lack previous systems affected western states. The snow level to be much higher with keep coastal locals on rain. Elsewhere, progressive systems swinging affect the northern plains and upper Midwest. Will carry swath of snow along the associated cold front as much of the Gulf range should be directed at the system across the 70 United States. General snowfall amounts should be let with only 2 to 4 inches expected of isolated heavier amounts. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion for New England, and it shows dry weather and colder than normal temperatures throughout Wednesday, and accommodates is growing that a significant storm will impact our region late Wednesday night and Thursday, but plenty of uncertainty remains. This storm will bring the potential for heavy wet snow and rain along the period of stronger winds along the coast. And near term until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, 9:30 p.m. updates. Skies are clear across much of southern New England, with the exception of some moisture and effect clouds. Over the outer Cape, and models will keep it in the low level right across the outer Cape into Tuesday. So expect these clouds to persist in set to 850 millibars. Delta 10 to 20 degrees Celsius within ocean-induced capes of 3 and 4 degrees to JKG. So can unreal some flows over the outer Cape. And otherwise, winds will be decoupled with the outlying areas away from the coast, which was at a very cold night. Expect minimum range from near zero across portion of northwest Massachusetts and southwest New Hampshire to 10 and 15 degrees along the coast.
On terrorism charges.
Few days of clouds overnight will be cold. Tuesday will be cold in the 20s. Wednesday, partly cloudy, 25 30 after midnight, and be so. Thursday, snow. Rain mix, high 32 northwest 40 southeast, and rain concern. Strong storm around late Wednesday night into Thursday. Still too early for specifics. Track from Atlantic coast to near or off the southeast Massachusetts coast. Increased confidence for a snow across the entire region on set, which could become heavy Thursday morning dependent track. When island names from Massachusetts could transition with said rain. As tropical tides are low, but there could be some minor close to flooding Thursday. Stay tuned. Ends.
Came to tell the world that I'm openly proud of being there.
He led the Southeast Conference in sacks. He's tough. He's fast. And now he could be making...
School bus forecast, 10 a.m. Sunny skies tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with sunny skies with 10 degrees. The temperature at 7 a.m. with a wind chill of 0. And 2 p.m. 24 degrees with sunny skies and a wind chill 14. So kids need to bundle up at the spots by the parents.
If they can help us win, and they're about team first.
Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast and things like this. While you're sleeping over 9 hours, tonight it'll be most clear skies, low 10 degrees, west wind about 5 miles per hour. Tuesday, sunny skies and 25 degrees, northwest wind about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tuesday night, clear skies, low around 5 degrees, northwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny skies with 26 degrees, north wind around 5 miles per hour, becoming light and variable in the morning. Wednesday night, a chance of snow mainly after midnight. Most of the skies low 20 degrees.
Knowing that my older sister died when she was a baby.
East wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Thursday, rain is still becoming all rain after 2 p.m. behind 38 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 100%. Thursday night, rain is still likely before midnight. Then the chance of snow, most of the skies will lower 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 70%. Friday, partly sunny skies with a high near 40 degrees.
Racial controversy is getting...
Friday night, most clear skies with a lower 25 degrees. Saturday, partly sunny skies near 36 degrees. Saturday night, partly skies low on 14 degrees. And for Sunday, most of the sunny skies near 31 degrees. Sunday night, partly skies low on 14 degrees for Washington's birthday. Monday.
Ended with no charges being filed against anyone. Next.
Partly sunny skies near 33 degrees. Peters with a phrase of the night. A frigid start to your Tuesday and snow and rain arriving on Thursday. This is PG with a good night with a good positive talk. See you tomorrow morning. Good night.
To our next weather story.